When is the last time you genuinely pushed yourself in the gym? Not just showed up, not clocked in, done your little routine, taken a fucking selfie, and then clocked out. I mean, you actually trained. Like you meant it. Like the results that you keep crying about actually mattered to you. Because from where I'm standing, most of y'all are just lying to yourself every goddamn session. And frankly, I'm done dancing around it. I need you to understand something. Your body doesn't give a shit about your fucking goals. Full stop. Now, I want you to listen to me very carefully, because if you can grasp this concept and understand the mechanics here, you can manipulate how your body reacts to certain things, and you can change your body very drastically. But I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It will be hard. So understand this. Your body's only job, the one thing it's been doing since the day you were born, is to survive. That's it. And surviving means holding on to body fat, storing energy, being as efficient as possible. Your body looks at excess fat and thinks that's a resource. That's the backup generator. And it's not going to let that go without a fucking fight. It's not. It doesn't want to build muscle. Muscle is calorically expensive for the body to hold on to, which taps into the energy resource. It doesn't want to get stronger, because stronger means more muscle, which is calorically expensive. It doesn't want a six-pack, because for you to have a six-pack, you have to have incredibly low body fat. What does that mean to your body? It means you're running low on resources, which in terms of survival means you're closer to dying. Your body doesn't understand that you're doing this on fucking purpose. And, you can just hit Mackie D's for like a week and gain fat again in the blink of a fucking eye. Your body doesn't want none of that. You want that. Your body couldn't give less of a fuck. So when you rock up to the gym and you do the same comfortable bullshit you've been doing for the past 6 months, we're talking same weight, same reps, same exercises, same pathetic level of effort. Your body looks at that and goes, yeah, okay, cool, we're good. Yeah. Nothing out of the ordinary here. Nothing's changed. There's no need to panic. There's no need to adapt, because we're used to this. You have to force it to change. You have to drag it somewhere it hasn't been before and make your body deal with it. That's the whole game. That's progressive overload. That's intensity. It's the whole fucking point. No real stimulus means no real change. I don't care how many hours you spend in there. Now, I want to make this very fucking clear. Understand what I've just said. No real change. Real change. I'm not saying that you can't just go in, do something, and something won't happen. Sure, something will happen. But if we're looking at 100% and all you get is 1%, so much. Because end of the day, I know everyone watching this doesn't want results in 5 years' time. No one wants results in 5 years' time. In fact, there are going to be some people watching this wanting results in 5 days' time. Fuck. If I could promise you 5 hours' time, I'm pretty sure there'd be some people going for it. So what does actually training hard look like? I'm not talking about fucking destroying yourself. I'm not talking about crawling out the gym on your hands and knees every fucking session, because that's just digging a hole and continuously digging that hole. And eventually something's going to break. You see, there's like two extremes. You've got people who do not enough, and then you've got other people who think that they have to literally be about 5% away from death to actually get some gains. It's not that deep. I'm talking about, okay, if you're doing a set of 10 reps, those last 2 or 3 should genuinely be hard. You should be having to dig deep to get those reps out. You might have to grind them out, yeah? But if you're hitting 10 reps and then deep down, you know what, that wasn't that bad. I can get about 13, 15 reps in total, but your goal rep range is 10, and you're just racking the bar or stopping the exercise at that 10 rep number. That's not a fucking working set. That, my friend, is a warm-up set. And you're convincing yourself that it counts as a working set. You're lying to yourself. Again, if you can adopt this mindset, it will take you far. The discomfort is the point. It's not a sign that something is wrong. That's the signal that something is actually happening. Adaptation lives right at that edge, right where it gets uncomfortable and your brain starts telling you, yo, stop. Fuck are you doing? Stop. And yeah, you have to be a bit of a nutcase to be able to tell your mind, shut the fuck up, motherfucker, I got this. Because at the end of the day, if you're not willing to go there, fine, that's a choice. Own it. But don't you dare stand in front of a fucking mirror 6 months from now, wondering why nothing has changed. And if you're training hard, but you're eating like a fucking toddler, what are you doing? Seriously, you cannot out-train a bad diet. I don't care what some dickhead influencer told you. You can't. The research doesn't support it. At the end of the day, you don't need fucking research. In fact, hold on, there you go. That's a Lion bar, yeah? Fucking banging, yeah? Per bar, 243 calories, okay? Let's Google how long it takes for someone to burn 243 calories on a treadmill.
A few moments later.
Okay, so that could take anywhere from 15 to 45 minutes, depending on what you're doing on the treadmill. If you're running or you're doing like a brisk walk, right? My point is, that isn't gonna take me 15 minutes to fucking eat. In fact, I could do that in 2 bites, right? That there is 2 bites. Let's be generous. Let's say 3 minutes for me to fucking scoff that, okay? I'm not full after that. So I could definitely have another one. What I'm trying to show you is how quickly the calories can come in. But if I can scoff that in 2 bites, yeah? And we're saying 3 minutes. And even if we say I work the hardest to burn those calories off, right? That's probably about 15 minutes if I'm probably running balls out or whatever. But that's the shortest amount of time. 3 minutes for the calories in, 15 minutes for the calories out. I'm being generous on both of those. You cannot out-train a fucking bad diet. That's one thing. I know people easily overeat 500, 1,000 calories, even more. I don't need fucking research. We can use fucking common sense and Google. At the end of the day, anyone that's telling you that you can outrun a fucking bad diet, they're selling you something. Probably a weight loss tea or some garbage. Because any honest coach who's been doing this long enough, they wouldn't be telling you this dog shit. Now, at the end of the day, it's individual, yeah? Understand that as well. Because some people, well, they can tolerate carbohydrates well, and they can have carbs through their entire weight loss journey. Some people need to cut them right down. Some people need to go full keto before they start seeing proper fucking results. That's just the cards you've been dealt. Your genetics, your insulin sensitivity, your hormonal profile, all of that is in play. Stop looking at your mate who can eat dessert every night and wake up looking lean. And then you're there thinking, yo, that's the blueprint. No. That's their blueprint. That's what worked for them. You are you, they are them. You have to work with your biology. But end of the day, the foundation of a good diet is more protein, more fiber, more water, less processed stuff. It's not a complicated prescription. That's just the basics. And most of y'all ain't even doing that. Okay, so let's address the shortcuts now, because I know some of y'all are going to be thinking about it. Steroids, SARMs, testosterone. Yeah, they amplify the results of the work that you're already putting in. If there's no work, there's nothing to amplify. You still have to train. You still have to eat right. You still have to show up with intention. They are not a substitute for effort. They never have been. If that was the case, do you not think that some of the Mr. Olympia competitors would just inject some shit and just sit on their ass and, I don't know, play PS5? If it was that easy, trust me, it would be done and it would be well documented. Okay, what about the GLP-1s? The Ozempics, the Wegovy's, the Manjaros, the whatever. These, again, are tools. If you have a genuine appetite issue, they can be a valid tool alongside proper training, proper diet, alongside. But if you're taking them and you're sitting on your backside doing nothing, not training, so there's no stimulus, there's no signal to retain muscle or anything like that, you're not dieting properly, so you're not looking at adequate protein or increasing fiber or increasing hydration or anything like that. I mean, the fiber and the hydration is kind of less important when we're talking about GLP-1s. We're more talking about the protein in order to maintain the muscle that you have, right? If you're not looking at that, then this is just going to suppress your appetite. You're going to eat the same shit that you were eating before, just smaller amounts. And yes, you're going to lose weight like a motherfucker. But that weight is going to be, losing muscle, losing bone density for some people, because you're losing, well, some people have lost weight at such a drastic rate that they lost bone density as well. That wasn't everyone, but there were some people that experienced that. And at the end of the day, you're fast tracking the physical decline that in theory you're trying to avoid. But because people are so fixated on just losing weight, not trying to lose the right kind of weight, which is your body fat, and not trying to maintain or build muscle, then inadvertently, there will be health problems. There will be a physical decline. It's not a plan. It's slow damage with a pharmaceutical label on it. And the thing is, with these GLP-1s, I don't want to turn into a GLP-1 video, but there should be support. There should be guidance to say, you need to be having this amount of protein. You need to be doing this. You need to be doing this. You need to be doing weight-bearing exercises, all this kind of stuff, explaining the reasoning to it, not just giving a weight loss drug. But that's a different video. My point is, every single shortcut still requires you to do the work. Every single one. It is completely okay to decide that the sacrifice required to hit a certain goal is simply not worth it to you. And I'm serious. I am at a point in my life where being really lean, having abs, maintaining a level of leanness that also comes with that dietary discipline that for me personally was very hard. Like I had to be very, very disciplined to maintain that look. For me, That's not a trade-off that I want to make right now, where I am in my life. So I don't make it. I still train hard. I still eat well. The person you see before you isn't someone who, just eats McDonald's, pizza, fucking Chinese. All Chinese, very nice Chinese. You look at this Lion Bar, right? This has been in my car for actually 6 months. Let me see if this is still in date, bro. Hold on. Jokes. It's actually expired. I'm gonna still eat this though. That's okay. One of my colleagues from the gym gave it to me, and it's just been living in the car. I'm not saying that I don't indulge. I do, yeah. But where I am in life right now, I want to be able to do that. I prioritize strength and performance, and I pride myself on that. And I boast about that. I'm very proud of the lifts that I do and what I'm able to do. I play about with a lot of time under tension and all that, being able to control some serious amount of weights and all that, and I'm proud of that. But I'm not walking around here at fucking 8% body fat, because that's not my plan. That's not my goal, right? I'm not crying about it. I'm not like, oh my God, why am I not at 8% body fat? I'm not there, right? I'm not losing sleep over that, because it's not part of the plan. It's not what I'm aiming for. As I said, I eat a lot of food, but that's a lot of high quality protein. Most of my meals are whole foods. Again, yes, I enjoy some takeaways, but it's not as often as most people would think. But I eat a lot of good food to support me with my goals. Again, performance, strength. What I have zero patience for is people who, haven't made that choice. People who say they want it. People who genuinely believe they want it, but who aren't doing whatever it takes to get them there. And then they're confused. They're frustrated. They're blaming their metabolism, their schedule. They're blaming everything except the one variable that's actually in their control, them. I mean, it's not bad luck. That's dishonesty with yourself. And look, end of the day, if this genuinely affects your quality of life, your health, your confidence, how you feel getting out of bed, then you'll do what needs to be done. But if you want the results and you're refusing to pay the price, that's not a fitness problem. That's a mindset problem. And no workout program, no supplement, no coach in the world can fix that for you. End of the day, train with actual intensity, consistently. Fix your diet. Honestly, stop comparing your journey to someone else's. Remember, different body, different cards, different game. And be brutally honest with yourself about how much you actually want it, because that answer tells you everything about how hard you should be going. Ultimately, you get what you put in. You always have, and you always will.